Graeme, you've been in this position before. How do you plan to move forward over the next few days? Is it the same plan as you had back in February and March?
I'm purely going to look at making sure that the players get what they need and try and prep them for a game. There's not a lot of time, but we need to make sure that the players are content and happy and ready to go. And that's my sole focus, is making sure that the team that go out tomorrow give a really good account of themselves. How
were the squad this morning after Pedro's departure?
Okay, a little bit unsure of themselves perhaps, because obviously there's uncertainty around after these things happen, but they're professional athletes. They know that they're going to be judged on their performance, and they know that people in football are going to be looking for a reaction, so they'll be ready come game time.
When you say unsure of themselves, is that anyone specific in that?
No.
Because there'll be, I guess, speculation that the players that the previous manager brought in may not have a future here.
I would have thought that coming in, looking at it from the outside, but all of the players, when this kind of things happen, all players become one, and they all look at it the same way, because there's going to be a new guy looking in from the outside, there's going to be people making judgments on them right now, so what they need to feel is assured and ready and confident for the game, and that's my job. My task is to make sure they are that come game time.
Will Kenny Miller be involved tomorrow?
He will.
So he's available for selection?
He is available for selection, yeah.
He's obviously not been involved in recent weeks. Is he match fit?
We'll see. Kenny's fit, he's a fit player, he's ready to be involved and he's ready to go.
Did you have to have a word with Kenny? Obviously, because he's emissions before, no separate chat.
No.
Can you tell us, Graeme, how the conversation went with yourself this time round in terms of taking interim charge?
Very similar to previously. Stuart asked me if I would step up and step forward, and once again I thanked him for the opportunity and I thanked him for the trust. I'm honoured again to be asked to do this, and I didn't think it would happen, but now that I'm here I've got to deal with the reality of it, and I'll give it as good as I can.
Have you spoken to Pedro?
I did. I saw Pedro yesterday, and he wished me good luck, and I reciprocated, because he's been with me very, very open and honest and very dignified, and we have a really good relationship, and there was no issue at all.
How do you assess the task facing you this time round?
It's the same as last time. It's about the players. It's not about me. It's not going to be about Pedro or what's happened previously. And as much as people try to make it about me and things that I've done before, it's going to be about Rangers Football Club moving forward. So the players have a big part to play, and we have to make sure they understand that and they can cope with that, and they are really, really, really positive when they go onto the football pitch.
So in terms of you as a coach and interim manager just now, the fact that there's more different cultures, different nationalities, different languages in that dressing room, you still see the challenge is exactly the same?
Coaching and management's about managing relationships, making sure that the players understand, they have clarity about their job and their roles, but they're professional athletes. They know it's their job primarily to be ready to go and to be ready to do their best when called upon. And from what I saw today, the players are itching to get a chance to go and play.
Lots of candidates obviously been drawn up by the club right now, haven't had a taste of it last time. Would it be something you'd be interested in trying?
I think whoever gets this job is a very, very fortunate individual, and I think it's one of the stellar jobs in British football. I think I said that last time, and I think whoever gets it is going to be a very, very fortunate guy.
You not throwing your name in the hat?
Haven't ruled it out yet, but honestly, I'm far more concerned with making sure that the team get what they need for tomorrow. So I'll think about my personal circumstance and things in the future when I get a moment to catch a breath. But once this game's by with, I'll start to plan the next week and the week after if I'm given that time. So I'll make sure that I get the players what they need.
Graeme, what did you learn from being in charge earlier on in the year that you can take into this spell?
There's a lot more media consideration than at other clubs possibly. There's a lot more focus on us and what we try and do. But primarily it's about making sure the players feel comfortable. And one of the main things with that is they feel as though they understand what it means to play for the club, what they're expected to do, how they're expected to conduct themselves. And I said to them today that I'm really honest and open with them. Their input is more important than mine. I want them to feel as though this is their team to take forward and ensure that they can go and excel and be great at what they're good at.
You presumably feel a bit more comfortable in the role now than you maybe did at the start of the year, no?
No, not at all. I think that being comfortable in this seat is a massive misnomer, because you should always feel on edge, because you should be looking towards moving the club forward. And I'm not more comfortable. I'm possibly a little more relaxed in this part of it, but I will always be striving to push the club forward and push the players forward and improve what we're doing on a day-to-day basis.
How's the heard that Mark Allen's going to have a big role to play in picking the new manager? We've not really had the chance to talk with him yet. Can you tell us a wee bit about him and what you think of the things he'll be looking for in the new man?
You'll have to ask him. I wouldn't dare to speak for someone else. So, if you want Mark's take on the new guy, I would recommend you schedule some time to go and see him.
How's the spirit in the squad after 2 disappointing results? Have you had to pick them up before tomorrow's game? Because obviously preparation not ideal for going to a tough place as well at Murrayfield.
We've just made sure that today's been bright, it's been open, it's been lively, and the players responded. We obviously had to make sure that we took care of the guys who are matchday +2, because they're also +2 from the previous game. And we just made sure that there was a low load today, and it was all about making sure they got lots of touches of the football, and it was nice and bright and not too technical. So the mood in the group is okay. They just have to make sure that come game time, whatever's thrown at them, they can stand up to it.
Graeme, have you been given a kind of indication of how long this may be? Or because the club is saying ideally they want to go down the route of a permanent appointment. The last time round I think you were in charge for 6 games.
Yep.
And if that were the case, 6 games, 8 games, 10 games, you're up for it?
I'll sit in the seat for as long as the club see fit to put their trust in me, and I'll do as very good a job as I can, and I will try and give the players what they need. But however long it takes, I said this, I think I said previously, the club should be taking their time to make sure that they get this appointment right, and I'm sure the board of directors will do that. So I will just go on until I'm otherwise informed.
Do you have a view as to how the club should go next?
Not a public one.
How's your squad looking? Like the team is pretty bashed up the other night in terms of injuries.
There are some injury issues. There are some suspension issues. I'm looking and assessing all fit players and making sure that when we get to Murrayfield, our squad is ready to go, and the team that I select is in no doubt about what we need to do and what we're going to face.
How much of a loss has Bruno Alves to part of that defence?
It's going to be a big loss, but it gives an opportunity for someone else to step up and stake a claim. That's what I've always said, regardless of level. Under 14, under 18, under 21, first team, you have an opportunity to go and play, go and stake your claim. Go and play the very, very best that you can and make it impossible for the manager to leave you out the next time.
How's Cardoso?
Bruised.
Yeah. Is there any chance of him playing with a mask or...?
Not at the moment, no.
With Graeme Dorrans?
He's not fit for selection.
Graeme, how long ago does that Celtic game feel to you?
Good question.
Is it still vivid in your memory?
It seems like a time ago because we've done so much stuff here in the academy, but it will never go from my consciousness. It will never actually fade, I don't think. And nor should it, because it was a fantastic learning experience for me. So I would be foolish in the extreme to forget the lessons I learned that day.
Yeah, I remember, I think you were asked at the time as well, you said, well, I'm a tracksuit guy, I'm not a suit man. You won't change your ways, you'll be the same, Graeme.
I will be the same. I would do myself and the club a disservice if I tried to change and be something I'm not. I'm me. You got a glimpse and a taste of what I was like last time. And I would be foolish, I think, to change, because I will not do as good a job as I possibly could by trying to be something I'm not.
And how do you assess the pool of players at your disposal at the moment compared to before?
In an ongoing way. I'm yet to work with them closely. I've had an hour's training session with them, and it would be unfair to make snap judgments on them. So I have to assess the squad carefully, and once again, I have to give people an opportunity to impress. And there are people going to be looking and judging them, so they need to make sure that they step up.
Is it important at any time when a managing team is being changed that the interim guy or the next guy keeps things simple with them?
I would think so. I think that I could try and change too many things if I wanted to change things. The players need to feel comfortable. They need to feel as though when they walk onto the pitch, they're unencumbered by too much from me. So as I did last time, it's my job to simplify things, make them open and expressive and free and ready to go and be their best.
We run through a couple of other injury situations. Carlos Pena is
trained today.
Fit.
Available selection.
Rossiter and Crenshaw, are they back in?
Nico did, Jordan didn't.
Okay, and also the club obviously earlier on this week appealed the Bruno Alves suspension. Was there any plans to do anything similar with Ryan Jack sending off from Wednesday?
It's not Graeme's. That's not Graeme's
I'm not trying to avoid it.
Is he available for? I mean, is he going
as far as I'm aware, he's available for selection.